Here we go. Here we go. Hey, and the crowd goes wild.
Hey, look at this guy.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to Free Comic Book Day. What's
We're
up?
upgrading in here.
It's the miracle of Ecamm Live. What's up, Circum? How you be?
I'm working on 4 hours sleep, so I'll be slamming the coffee here.
Oh God.
I was up a little late because we went to see Doctor Strange 2,
Ooh.
which was fun. And then when I got home, I had to work on my stupid video for my channel. And I stayed up late doing that. And then this morning I had to rush and finish that so I could go out and get to my shop at 9 a.m. because it was an early start to get everything right. So I got 4 hours of sleep through all of that. So I'm dragging ass, but I got my coffee and I'm excited to sell. So let's do this.
Oh, like like our idol Bueller. You got what kind of coffee you drinking there, Circum?
It doesn't. I'm drinking French vanilla coffee.
French vanilla. All right. Well, I'm having a
when
little alcoholic beverage.
When I say that, I mean French vanilla creamer.
Oh, like the
I drink French vanilla creamer with the side of coffee.
Oh, I know. A little coffee with that creamer. Yeah, it's good stuff though. I got my own personal.
Hey, what up, Beckerman?
There's Jan.
And Janet. Sorry to interrupt.
And there's Beckerman. What's up? We were just talking about you, Beckerman. You must have heard us. All good things though.
No, you're gonna make me bust it. You're gonna make me bust out the Crown and Coke, man.
Oh, hey,
down here.
This is my own creation here. In the tradition of the White Russian, which is Kahlua and vodka. I created this my own creation, which is a mixture of Bailey's and tequila, and I call it the White Mexican. So it's hope it takes off. So
it could be.
Yes,
it could be it.
That's anybody making one of those, you got to give me credit for it. So you're welcome. All right.
Tequila is my kryptonite, man.
Oh, I love tequila, man. It's probably because it was made from cactus, I guess. It has the least amount of sugar of any alcohol too, which kind of cancels out the Bailey's, which is like 100% sugar, So it works it out.
Sure, yeah. That's how it works. It cancels it out. That's
exactly.
So happy Free Comic Book Day. Always a great day. I love getting free comic books.
Me too.
I wonder, and you probably know way more. I'm sure Beckerman knows too, is how often are these Free Comic Book Day books, actually value? I see some people out here acting like they're spec books. I think they're just fun books. They don't really seem like spec books to me. Am I wrong about this?
They can be both. They're first of all fun, but I think there's a Star Wars book that's from a couple of years ago that's on the spec list. It's worth about maybe $10-15 now, so $10-20. But
so at most,
yeah,
at most we're talking. That's like the ceiling. Those $20 is your ceiling for.
If you get one more than $20, you guys. I haven't seen anything worth more than 20 yet. I could be wrong about that.
And
someone can dig one up.
I think the print run for these things is absurd. I think that there is a lot of, like my shop. I was telling you before we started up that my shop, the rule was you could have one Spider-Man Venom book and that was it. But then everything else was free game. You could have
man.
I'm sure if you tried to pick up a whole stack, they would have stopped you. But whatever you wanted.
I get that. The crazy thing about my area, man, we only got 2 shops, like I said. Our big shop. Oh, there's 80s guy. What's up, 80s guy? He's having a cocktail too. Buffalo Trace on the rocks. That's a man's drink.
Hey,
what up? The Shirley Temple I'm having here. Yeah, but they had like a limit. The first shop, the big shop, had a limit of 3 comics. And it was so militarized about this shit, man. They could march you upstairs. Where the Free Comic Book Days books are. Then you got to go down a certain exit, once you've got your 3 free comic books. And they got other stuff for sale, like for a quarter too. But that was your limit. And you got to go back through another entrance to go back into the main store proper. You know, it was like a ton of people in there, and it was so picked over. I mean, even with the 3 comic limit, I got there a little after noon. They opened at 10, and already
Oh
it,
yeah,
it already looked like, you know, like those bargain
yeah.
basements
You
when
late, dog.
the wedding
You
dresses
late,
go on
dog.
sale. You know, and everybody, all the women that picked over all the wedding dresses, and it's like strung everywhere. It's like, God, there's nothing left. There was nothing left. I mean, they had
Now,
stuff like
what do you
past
got going
years.
on that you're showing up? What do you got going on that you're showing up at noon, man?
Uh,
You got to be there at on
I
time at
know.
10 a.m.
I took for granted, you know, we have a lot of doggy drama going on at the house, you know, and you know, sometimes it keeps me up at night, but yeah,
I know
I
that's
just took
work.
for granted, you know, I just took for granted
Me and
there'd be something.
Beckerman, Me and Beckerman, we were ready to go. Our shop opened up, or my shop actually, it's not his shop. My shop opened at 9 a.m. and he was there at like 9:15. I was there right at 9 a.m. We were ready to go because we're
Yeah,
serious about this game.
yeah.
I thought uh I thought I was raised better than this, but apparently not.
No. Boy, you know, I've always been a late sleeper. What can I tell you? And even if I gotten there, they were like religious about that 3 comic limit. I mean, I don't know how many
Yeah,
folks
I
went through the
get
line. I
I
don't.
get like having the this I get having the strict path and making sure that people aren't stealing because I think with especially with the numbers of people in there, a shop would have to be very careful making sure that people weren't ganking from them.
That's true.
So I get that part, but only 3 books, that's pretty crappy. I mean, at least 5. Come on, man.
I would say, I would say 5 is a fair number. You know, yeah, yeah, that's right. Dog dash. Yeah, mostly me and my dog. So, but yeah, I mean, and I was able to find like a couple. Like this one, I got 3 books, and I had to like really strain to get those 3 because I didn't really even see 3 that I wanted. The first one was like Dark Crisis. It was like a stack. I know it must not be that interesting because there was still a giant stack. It must be like a nothing event. So people already know that this is going to be nothing. So nobody's picking this book up. But I picked it up anyway because you know that's all that was
I'm
there.
gonna show I'm gonna show my doubles with you, so when I have the book with you, so we're not tripling up here. But that's my stack of free books right there,
Oh
folks.
well,
I had a good day
you
here in Kansas
clearly
City.
outshine. You got way more than what I got, and
Yeah. Oh, can I show them? Should I show them? Because you got you gotta coordinate. Okay,
uh,
that's one thing that I learned from the great late John Witherspoon is you gotta
gotta
coordinate.
coordinate.
Okay, it's
Fred
very
Sanford would say
important.
that too. I
So,
coordinate all day long, you know, son, while you out driving the truck. So,
so my shop had free comic book day boxes, $8 a pop, and my free comic books have had no home since I got my first batch last year. They've been moving boxes, going everywhere,
moving
but
boxes.
now they got a permanent home in their free comic book day box. So I'm excited about that. Shout out to Pop Culture Comics, awesome shop. Love my guy David Coyle. If you're in the Overland Park area, which is outside of Kansas City, definitely hit that shop up. You won't regret
They deserve a shout out, man. I would love to have a box like that. I would gladly pay $10 for
it.
that box easily because you
Yeah,
paying.
only 8.
Yeah, you
8,
know,
baby.
when the perceived shortage was on, we were paying like way more than that for regular boxes. You know, so
But
I
I
love it.
got the Dark Crisis as well. I picked that one up.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a dope cover.
It is a dope cover, but the fans are not like picking up like of course, the Spider-Man and the Avengers. Did they limit that Avengers? What is it? The one
No.
that one too? Really?
Nope, at my shop, it was just Spider-Man Venom. That was the only one that was limited.
Now, see, I did order
Everything
Spider-Man
else.
Venom if I get it from T-Fall. I ordered that like this one that was available from T-Fall for pre-order when I finally ordered it. So I might get that from them, maybe, hopefully, at some
You
point.
should. You
Yeah,
will. You
yeah,
probably will.
yeah. And then I picked up this thing, which I didn't really even want it, but it's from a Blaze, and it was one of the few that were left at that first store, Treese or Tress. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but
I don't
okay.
know how to say it either,
But you
but
got one, too, of course, because you got every single one of them.
I
And
like I like the cover on it. It was interesting looking cover.
yeah, it did, and it was
I kind of like the Blaze.
it's been optioned already from Netflix, but what hasn't? It's actually ready to come out. But yeah, the Blaze thing got me interested too because it was one of the last
Oh,
copies.
when did that option news come out? I didn't know about. I guess it says it right on there, huh? Anime series.
Netflix, a Netflix anime series. Okay, right on.
I've been reading. I've been reading Life Zero from Ablaze with Mark Cacchetto or Cicchetto. I'm not sure how to
Hmm.
say his name right,
Yeah,
which I really like. I really like his art. I love the way he draws Electra, man. So I'm not sure about the story. It's still building. We'll see what happens. But the art, I love it. I'm feeling it.
yeah. I read that first issue. It was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And the last one I got from the first shop, which I had to really strain to get three, this is the first one I actually picked up. It was the only one that I was actually after. Was the Valiant? What is it? Valiant? The Year of Valiant. And this was actually I read this one already. It was pretty good. It's a preview of.
I messed up.
You didn't get that one?
I did not get that one. And I don't know if it wasn't there or if I just didn't pick it up because I didn't pick up every book.
Yeah, you
But I
probably
would
just
have picked
missed it.
that one up. I don't know. Yeah, I must have missed it. I wanted it. Oops. Oh well.
Yes, we got a bloodshot. We got a bloodshot story in there. Armor clads, which I hadn't even been paying attention to, which seemed like it was a pretty decent story. Archer and Armstrong, and there's a Book of Shadows event they're going to be having uh, with their, across the imprint of Valiant this summer, which looked like it might be okay. Like this Shadow Man inspired crossover. So this is probably the best thing I got from them. And I was looking for stuff to actually buy, and I couldn't even find anything that I wanted to actually buy. I was going to just buy some stuff, but there was so many people there, and it was just like the whole department store vibe. Like I just had to get the hell out. I don't like being out on Saturdays. Between a Friday afternoon and Sunday afternoon, I don't like being out. I I leave that to everybody else. Y'all do y'all weekend thing.
See,
Because, by I figure after Sunday afternoon, they come from church, they're all tired, they about to get drunk, maybe watch the football game or whatever, and everybody's chilling. The way the highways are open and safe, everything's is cool, the stores are less crowded. That's when I go out is at the end of that time, or maybe on Monday or Wednesday when everything's been restocked. But I hate big crowds, so I was just like turned off by the big crowd. But another story.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I'm not a big fan of big crowds, but I do like big crowds of comic book nerds. And the
Yes.
reason why is I'm a weird person. I like weird things. I get excited and I'm passionate about weird things that most people have no care for. So when I get around people who are interested in the things that I really want to talk about, I love it. So whether I'm standing in a line listening to the two guys behind me talk about comic books, or I'm listening to a guy talk to his son asking a million questions about comic books, or just the various interactions that I'm seeing in the store with these people, I love all of it because for me, comic books was always a solo thing when I was a kid in the 90s collecting. I didn't have any friends that collected. And when I collect now, I don't have any friends that collect. Although Beckerman is my friend, I'm calling him Beckerman. But I don't have a lot of friends that collect. So when I get to be around people who are into it, man, it's exciting as hell for me. So I feel you in general, but if I'm around a bunch of comic book nerds, I love it. And that was only further inflamed by Planet Comic Con, man. I got con fever. I cannot wait to go see more people. I was trying to horn Beckerman's wife into Heroes Con in Charlotte because my wife is coming too now. My wife horned in on my trip. So I was trying to
Oh,
double
she's
date
coming
with
with
my
you?
wife so that I was trying to double date Beckerman's wife with my wife so that she
Nice.
can babysit my wife, take care of although my wife doesn't need to be babysitted, but they can occupy each other. Me and Beckerman can go do comic book nerd stuff. I'm trying to set it up. It ain't going well though.
Well,
Circumstash, baby. I like it. I like it.
she's named it. Oh, yeah, some more comic honey. Yeah, the circumstash is a thing. It's a real thing. It's a different kind of a vibe. It's a different kind of a vibe at a con, though. There's a con it's more, to me, it's more laid back, especially when everybody there is for the same thing. But this vibe was kind of like a little bit more frantic because people were looking for stuff, and there's a lot of newbies come in there, first timers, and people with kids. Like, hey, I'm looking for this and that, which is great, for the hobby and everything. But it's just way more chaos than I'm used to.
You're sounding pretty old and crotchety right now. I'm just gonna tell you straight.
Yeah, what can I tell you, Sonny?
Grumpy old men coming
That's
back
right.
to you, 2022.
Grumpy old man. That's right. Yeah. So
I used to love that. I used to love those movies, though. Those were fun.
yeah, I mean Walter Matthau. So I went to
Beckerman. Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, Beckerman, let me know if I can help in any way with your wife. And as far as comic book humping, I would love to, but I've got to keep my money straight for Heroes Con because I sent an absurd amount of books to CGC to get graded, and I plan to do it again at Heroes Con. So I can't be doing too much comic book hunting before I go do that. But other than that, Dan, I'm always down. But I'm sorry. I'm right. I'm done.
It's all good. Yeah, so I did go to my main shop, which is in Olympia proper, Danger Room. Shout out, Danger Room. And they had much more stuff. Thank goodness. First, I had a bunch of stuff. I actually bought stuff from them because you want to buy stuff. You don't want to just go in there and get the freebies and just beat it out the door. You don't want to spend some money in the shop. So they had some.
Yeah, that's how Beckerman was.
What, you just beat it out the shop?
No.
Oh, you spent money.
He
Okay.
stopped and bought a pretty pricey statue, which was super cool looking. And I'm trying to avoid people like that because I was because the thing is after Beckerman bought his little statue thing, I'm looking at all the statues saying, is there one in here that I really have to have?
Oh, man.
And I was like, no, this is how it starts. Stop.
You going down that statue route, man. Oh, that's a dark route. You talk about spending money now.
They're really cool, though. They really are really cool.
They are cool, but
the one that he got was super cool looking.
Yeah, they do hold their prices too pretty well. That's one thing about them, I think. They hold their value, I should say, pretty well, as far as I can tell. So I picked up Heavy Metal Drummer, one I'm missing, which is the third issue.
Okay, I thought that was a free comic book day. I was like, what? I missed that.
If only. They didn't have, but they may have had one. So, well, maybe they didn't.
See one.
No, probably not. If you have in your stack, they didn't make it. I never got an Alice Ever After cover A, so they had one of those in the back shelf. Found one of those.
Oh, man, let me tell you, John Jiang was at Planet Comic Con, and he has this foil variant of Alice Ever After #1, and I got it signed by him, and that one is going to CGC. Oh, can't wait to get that. Oh, I'm so excited. I got the fever.
You do have the fever. for the flavor of the Pringles, they used to say back in the day. And they had another copy of the Virgin cover for a cover price, so I couldn't turn that down. It's a little hidden gem.
Who's the artist on that one?
This is my guy, Jay Scott, the cover artist.
That's right.
Jay Scott.
That's right. I should have known that one.
Yeah, the interior is a different dude. Panosian is writing it, and Panosian actually and Giorgio Spalletta are drawing it. I don't know how they split the drawing duties on it, but they do the interiors. And there's first Rogue Sun #1, which I missed. Did not get that. This is out of the what is that? A Radiant Black universe. This is one of those characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
didn't know it. I missed out on that one. I'm interested in it though.
Yeah. I think the Red Black universe might be a thing at some point, and it's kind of interesting. So I checked it out, and I missed Monkey Prince. I bought the red greeting card cover, but I don't want to read that one because it's so nice and nice and minty. So I bought a copy of Monkey Prince #1, the A cover, so I can read the story and finally get up on what's happening with the Monkey Prince. He seems kind of like he might be around for a while. It's like he's one of these characters that might stick with the unusual name. But then he could be Jack of
There's
Hearts.
a lot of buzz.
Who knows? And he had some.
Jack of Hearts is back.
I know he's back, but man, he
Did you
was
know
gone
he's
for
back?
so long. He was gone since what, the 70s, maybe the 80s. You know? But hey, I'm glad he's back, and this interesting character. You know, at least a character that's got possibilities. He's pretty powerful. So
I'm reading She-Hulk. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm interested right now to see what's going on. I don't know anything about that guy, but I did see him in She-Hulk.
yeah, I mean, She-Hulk. It's not an action-packed book, but it keeps your interest with just the life of Jen Walters and her battles with being the She-Hulk and a lawyer and friends with the Wasp and staying in her luxurious apartment, that stuff like that. So I think it'll pick up as far as action goes, but I'll bet the TV series, is going to be more like this comic book. I bet you, because they want.
I think so too.
Yeah, because that's a lot less CGI. You can't be breaking up stuff every episode. And they have a couple of dollar books. Go ahead.
I love the Jen Bartel. I love the Jen Bartel covers for it, and I'm not the kind of person that needs action all the time. I'm interested in interesting stories, in different stories being told in the MCU that aren't necessarily for everybody. I'm interested in all that stuff, man. I really am. I love it all, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I love the Jen Bartel. I love that she's the cover artist on all these books. I hope she continues to do that. I love her art. And they had some dollar books there too. I got What's the Furthest Place from Here, #5 for $1. I think I already have it anyway, but
That's nice.
Yeah, and I couldn't turn it down for $1.
I like that cover.
Me too.
I like that cover.
#3 for $1. I just think this is a great series. It gives you all that book for your money.
Yeah, that book. That's surprising to me.
Yeah,
because that's a thick book for $1.
Yeah, and pretty recent. It's not that old.
Yeah.
And The Worst Dudes #1 from Dark Horse, which I think I heard a little bit about, but I never bought it. So we're gonna check that out.
Hey, go full screen since you're showing, man. Why don't you take the stage, bro?
Oh no! I'm almost done. Believe me, you have much more to show than I do.
Okay.
Much more to show than I do. And what is this? The Joker #7 for $1. So that's all the dollar books.
I liked that cover as well. That was a GM cover there.
Yeah, that's what $6 book, for $1. So once again, my cheapness,
Yeah.
And
I paid cover price for that.
Me too. This is my second copy. After Dark, a horror anthology from Aftershock. This was half price, so it was like $3. Not bad for this oversized book, which I may already have, but once again, $3. Couldn't turn it down. Yeah. So
what up, Gabriel?
Gabriel, what's up? Yes. So, the free comic book day books that I got from these guys, Marvel Voices. I bet you got this one right. This is I've read this one already. This is there's a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur story in this, and a new Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur story in this one. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. I did get that one. I liked the cover on this one too.
It is a very.
I love America Chavez. I really like America Chavez.
America Chavez.
I hope people like her in this movie because I really like that character. I was feeling her.
I was gonna say I haven't seen the movie yet, but of course everything's leaked. She's definitely in the movie, right? In the Doctor Strange.
I feel her in the comic books more than I felt her in the movie, but
really
she's cool in the movie too.
Well, she just like
I'm not saying she was bad in the movie, but she's cooler in the comic books but she knows what she's doing. This version in the movie is. I don't think that's a spoiler. Everybody knows America's in it, right? I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm gonna shut up now.
Don't shut up. Where would we be? We need you. And this is the one.
I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, and
Oh
I'm
well,
itching to talk about it.
it's gonna happen. I mean, you go on Twitter, people can't hold water on Twitter, man. It's like everything's out there. You know, I
Yeah,
saw.
I don't want to be part of the problem.
I
Then.
know, yeah, you're right. I saw some clips of like who was in there and everything. Like, come on, man, I'm trying to avoid this. Give me a break. And I bet you got this one too, even though it was because it's unlimited. You probably got multiples of this one. This is the first appearance of Blade's daughter. What's her name?
Oh, is that his
Bloodline.
first appearance?
Bloodline. Blade's daughter's first appearance. She's in this one.
I didn't know that was a first appearance. Yeah, but I got 2 of those.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, it's this.
I picked this one up.
Depending on what they do.
I was just gonna say.
Hmm?
I went to 2 shops, so I got one from my main shop, and then I went to Beckerman's shop, Mind Games, which was a cool shop. I got some cool back issue stuff that I'm excited to show.
It's a cool name. I like that. Mind Games.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what were you saying?
Still playing those mind games. No, this is my horrible singing. And the TNT.
Let's have fun.
I know that the white Mexicans starting to kick in. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is leading into an event in the Armageddon game. I think that's what it's called. The Armageddon game starts here. Yeah, the Armageddon game. Yeah, so they're going to be doing a thing. Nice. Of course. You gotta get 2 of those, man. And yours don't have stamps.
I like
mine.
Oh, they put stamps. Oh man, that's
and they put stamps.
Yeah, our shops don't do that, which is super cool. Shout out to Kansas City comic shops, man.
Oh no, they don't want to. They don't want to hear me say.
I haven't seen any of our shops. I haven't seen any of our shops do that.
Alas, it's just one of those things, man, out here. And this is one I would have gotten more of, but this was the literal. Danger had one of these. They had 0 at the first shop, as I said. They had nothing, and I'm only getting this because I heard that and I don't know anything about the game, but they say this is a new storyline in this game, Bloodborne, and the gamers might like this or not, or it might turn into some kind of a property. Of course, you got 2 of those too. You should have got 3 of those. Oh, you did get 3 of those. God damn, you got 3 of those. That's nice.
I did get those.
Bloodborne. So when this blows up, then you'll be able to post up some stuff on it.
I doubt it.
You never know.
I think we've seen that gamers don't care about comic books.
They don't unless there's something in there like a code. If there's a code in there they can get out, they're going to get the code out and then throw the comic in the garbage.
Which means they don't care about the comic book. They care about the code, right?
That's what I'm saying. You know, they're going to get the code and just, you want this book? Here. They literally do it, you know, at the shop. I've seen them do it.
I don't know how effective that is. I wish I could see real numbers on how effective that strategy has been.
They keep trying though. They keep trying with the what's that? The one that they always keep trying to cross over. I don't know. There's so many of them. One of those games. Nottingham. This is allegedly a filler book, not a filler book, but an in-between story between number 5 and number 6, I want to say. So this is actually in continuity. Nice. You better get 2 of those, man, at least. Because Nottingham is a
I love
Nottingham. Book. Nottingham is an excellent book, man. And the last
I love Nottingham, and I like the cover on that one, so I had to go ahead and get me 2 of those for sure. And I got one coming from Tfal on that one.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why I need that many. I'm stupid. I got a stupid brain. Why do I need 3 of those? I don't know.
Because it's Nottingham and it's awesome. That's why. The last one I got is, I know you got at least one of these 2, is your friend and mine, Bunny Mask. Which this is the Bunny Mask Tales. This is a one-shot, I guess, which leads into the new Bunny Mask. Nice. Which is coming out next week, as we all know.
Yeah. I
Now,
just put that into my latest video this morning, and it has some cool covers on that one. Check those covers out for that book.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So what else did you
I don't
get,
know
man?
why I like that book. I don't know why I like Bunny Mass. I think we talked about it, but Bunny Mass is one of those books where I
It's
don't know what's going on, and I
it's
don't know why I
it's,
like it, but I like it. But I
it's
can't explain to you why I like it. I
you
don't
know,
know.
you can't explain it to anyone, but you know the kind of person that likes Bunny Mask. You know, like an oddball like me would probably like Bunny Mask. You know, it's a person that
Yeah.
reads Thor or Venom, they would not like Bunny Mask. As their main books. Like what the hell is
Well,
this stuff?
usually if I'm in issue 4 or 5 and I still don't know what the hell is going on, usually I don't like that. But for some reason I'm okay and interested. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be okay with it, but I'm okay with it for now on that book.
I have an idea what it's about. This creature just seeks out sickness, which is what she calls it. Just like just this
Evil.
yes, it's just benevolent malevolent behavior in humans. Is there sickness? Good. I will fuck it up. I will feed upon it. I will take it away. So other than that, and
And
it takes the form of this
she does
woman.
wreck shop. That's for
Yeah,
sure. And she does wreck shop.
she does.
So I'm not gonna go through every book because I did get a lot.
Give us your
But I will
favorites.
go through one that I didn't see you get that I was bummed. Maybe I'll send you one of these because you gotta get Barbaric, right? You gotta
Barbaric.
get
I
Barbaric.
did see Barbaric, but I'd already exceeded my 4 book limit at my at my shop. I got like 6 books, but they let me slide because the regulars can have a little bit more. They weren't as rigid as the first shop. Yeah,
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy is in Chicago, and I guess Michael Moretti is based out of Chicago. So he sent me a photo of he bought a hardback of Barbaric #1 with Addison Duke and Michael Moretti signed on it because they're always signing it at his main shop.
mhm.
And they did a little remark on it too. And I was like, "Oh, give it to me!" But I think he's keeping that one. But it
Oh
was super dope.
man,
I love that guy. Michael Moretti's cool.
yeah, very
Or
much.
Morrissey, I'm not sure how to say his name. I'll show this one. I'm excited to give this one to my daughter. She really likes Diana, so she
Diana
says it's like a kid's book.
Princess of the Amazon.
Yeah,
Okay,
Diana, Princess of the Amazons, yeah. So she really likes, that book. I got her one last year, and she really liked it.
is that from
So,
this year?
excited to this one's from this year, yeah. I
Okay,
don't know if it's a repeat. Maybe it isn't, actually. I don't know, maybe it's not. But I'm excited to give that one to her.
because it looks like almost like that
Ano
DC animated Batman animated series type of art on there. And
I
what is
got
this?
a Bone Archered Mythos Prelude. This is Jeff Lemire and Andrian Sorrentino on the art. This is a book that's coming out here soon. But I really like Jeff Lemire, obviously. So man, I can't get the light right on that. But I love Jeff Lemire. So excited to jump in on that one.
Oh, for sure.
A bunch of these I just grabbed from my kids to add to her stack. I did get. You didn't get the Spider-Man Venom then?
I did not. I saw it. It was like at the second shop, but I'd already like I said, worn out my welcome. I didn't ask for another one, but I'm thinking I might be able to get one. I got one coming from
From
T-Fall, but
Tfal?
yeah, so
Yeah,
you'll get
yeah.
another one from them later if they have any left after today, which they may, because I think everyone in the area got all their comics from the first shop, so they don't need any more. We got here at 10 o'clock, so we got everything.
I got 2 of the Sonic books, one for my daughter, one for me. But my daughter and actually the one for me is probably gonna eventually be for my son because they both really love Sonic. So excited to add this to their stacks there.
And a
Uh,
first appearance of Sonic, and early Sonic books. I don't know if they had like low print runs or whatever, but those are worth money. Those early Sonic.
really? Let me see. I'll show that one. And that one. Okay, so then I got Stranger Things because I love some Stranger Things, excited for that show to finally come back and to see what's going on. Do you watch Stranger Things?
I watched season one. Season one was very good.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Season 3 was my favorite.
I haven't gotten back. How many have they had? Just three?
Yeah, I think and 4 is coming up here soon.
The
The
kids are
League
growing
of
up
Super
though.
Pets.
The Super Pets.
League of Super Pets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna give this one to my kid, but this book already has a price tag next to it, so I don't know if my kids are gonna get that one actually. And then the last one I'll show is the Three Stooges, the
Oh
free
my
comic book
God.
day for the Three Stooges.
Does
I
anyone
really love the Three Stooges.
does anyone in this generation even know about the Three Stooges, man? I mean, God, that's just wow. Wow, wow. I mean, I'm not.
One of my favorite One of my favorite childhood memories is every Saturday night, late at night, they would start running Three Stooges, and they would just run Three Stooges nonstop till like 3 or 4 a.m. And I would just stay up late and just watch back to back to back to back to back to back to Three Stooges. And you'd get the Stooges with Hemp, then you'd go to Larry, they'd switch back to the different groups. But I really enjoyed that. I love the Three Stooges. So this one is one that is actually definitely for me. I'm going to take care of this one. I love that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have such love for the what's up, Jacob? I have such love for the Stooges, for sure.
Yes.
But I'm just but now I think they're no longer they've been, I think it's hard to see them now because I think whoever owns the rights, they've restricted their broadcast a lot. There used to be a channel that did only Stooges. Now I can't find them anywhere streaming, so they've been put behind a
Yeah.
paywall
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's true. I wonder where, because I wouldn't mind watching some, dude. That's like some
Sure.
background stuff. Just put that on the background while you're doing something else. That's perfect.
Oh my
You know what
God,
else I like for that?
what's that?
I love putting on Reno 911 in the background. I love watching it.
The original series. I think they're back. I think
Yeah.
they're back on the Roku channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's strange now because they look so different. It's strange, but yeah, I'll check it out eventually.
this dude's still wearing
So
the
my
hot
day
pants.
started.
This
I
dude's
don't
still.
know. I don't know,
What's his name again?
but he's funny. Dangle, Lieutenant Dangle.
The Dangle. Oh my God,
That
yes.
dude's funny.
Oh my
I
God.
love Nick Swartzen on there. Nick Swartzen always cracked me up as Terry on the roller skates. That dude was so funny.
Oh my God. That's a
So
great.
my day started early. So I was up late last night because me and a couple of my friends, we went and saw Doctor Strange 2 at 10 p.m. We went to the late show. Had a great time with them. We sat around and chatted about the movie after it. All three of us liked it. And I'm finding that I have they're like my little focus group that I have, these two guys. And I'm finding that they like the stuff like I like this stuff way more than people who are hardcore comic book people like it. Like Moon Knight, all three of us really enjoyed Moon Knight and liked it. Where if you talk to knowledgeable veteran comic book people, they're more likely to point to and focus on the flaws in the show. It's something that I really notice. I think Beckerman and I were actually talking about that today. But they've
Mhm.
been my little focus group, and they've been liking it. We didn't like the Batman because we felt like it was too long. We
Really?
didn't like Eternals, unfortunately.
So
Eternals
fortunately,
wasn't
I was
good.
able
I
to
mean, I wanted to like Eternals.
the Batman. Oh,
Go,
Eternals.
yeah. What were
Yo,
you gonna say?
I would just say we just recently watched the Batman a couple of weeks ago. It finally came to HBO, I guess it's on. So we watched it, and it was a day at work, man. It was like we was watching it at home. Watching it at home is a lot
Yeah, they
easier.
needed to tighten it up. It needed to be tightened up for sure, and it just needed, the my biggest complaint about it was that it was definitely too long, and they tried to do too many things, and I was bored for too long of periods of time in that movie. But my biggest complaint about that movie is at the end when you have that scene with Catwoman and Batman, and they're clearly going their separate ways. You need that long scene at the end, and you're clearly just supposed to be all up in your feelings and like really feeling the emotion of the moment. but the movie had done such a bad job up until that point of making me care about their relationship that I felt nothing so much so that I was audibly laughing in the theater during that scene. Like, I couldn't help but laugh out loud because it was just absurd to me. I just was not in it on that. But I did like a lot of stuff about the Batman. I thought the acting across the board was really good. It's really exciting, the things that it sets up going
Hmm.
forward. And it's an interesting version of DC. So I'm gonna definitely be back for whatever they do next. But that movie was just didn't hit for me. I liked Eternals better than I liked that movie.
Now, see, we haven't seen that one yet, so we have to check that one out because it's available. It's been available for a while because it didn't do that well, so it became
Yeah.
out there first.
That I actually like to hear that it wasn't boring for Janet because I want comic book stuff to hit and be exciting and grow and continue to drive conversations. Because I was listening to Dank before I jumped on with you, Dank Show, which is a fun YouTube channel, and he
Hmm.
was on live. And one of the things we're talking about is the MCU is like one of those rare things that we have together now. You know, when we were growing up, everybody would watch. Like he was talking about, or no, it wasn't Dank, it was someone else, but they were talking about how like if oh, I was listening to Rob Zombie on Joe Rogan. That's where it was. Geez, I'm getting everything mixed up. But anyway, he was talking about how like if there was a big movie on network television, like the whole neighborhood knew about it. There was a buzz about this big movie being on network television for the first time, and everybody getting to watch it. And we would have all of these common experiences back then. Whereas now we're just so fractured. We don't have these common experiences anymore, except for these big things like the MCU, like the Endgame movie was a common experience that we all got to have. And that's the thing that I love about the MCU and the DCU that I want to see continuing forever, man, is let's have this common experience together.
Yeah, and I think the people like Janet who aren't really comic book people, and the people you were talking about before who liked a lot of stuff about these movies, they don't know, the history of the DCU or the MC of the Marvel Comics universe. So when they see this stuff, it's for the first time. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. They don't. They say that's not right. That's
Yeah.
not accurate. He wouldn't do that. So they don't have anything to go to compare it to. So I
Yeah.
think that's why.
It's definitely a less critical eye and much less
Yeah.
critical eye for sure. Because Moon Knight is largely not liked by the comic book fam. You know, when I listen to the homies talk about it, they don't like it. And I'm
Really?
like, wow, I have fun with it, man. I thought Oscar Isaac was amazing. I loved a lot of the Egyptian lore. I was on Wikipedia looking up Egyptian gods, which I love. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
love when pop culture inspires me to dig into history. Like, I don't know if you ever watch HBO's Rome. It had 2 seasons of this show called Rome,
I remember.
which is
Yeah.
an amazing show. It's my second favorite TV show of all time. It's amazing. It's so good. But that show made me extremely like addicted and obsessed with ancient Rome and ancient emperors and reading all about them. And I love it when I get interested and pushed into things like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed that part of Moon Knight. And Oscar Isaac was amazing, man. His acting switching between these characters was just like you could look at his face without him saying anything and know whether he was Steven or Mark. And I thought that was spectacular.
Yeah, he's a very physical actor too, and not just the stunts and stuff like that. He's like, was one scene where he was really hitting himself in the face, like, dude, that hurts.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The fight scenes is one of the things that everybody complained about. You know, there are a lot of cuts in the fight scenes, you know.
Hey,
I was into it enough where it didn't bother me as much.
I've got one more episode.
But oh, you haven't seen the last one?
Not
Okay.
yet.
I
No,
like it.
until the last one. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
wait till you see how Layla gets down, man. It's dope.
okay. I see. Now I gotta watch the last episode.
I won't spoil it for you.
Yeah. Now my only
But
complaint with it. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, my only complaint with it is
No,
that,
you're only complaint.
like I mentioned before, that they just don't have him in the suit enough. Like in episode 5 that I just watched, they have him in the suit for like I think one scene. Where it's, you are my Moon Knight. Like, yeah, and that was it. It's like Okay,
A lot
here's
of
Moon Knight, and I go kick some ass in the white suit. Come on, man. Hope you all came here to see, right? Well,
a
hopefully,
lot of people have said that.
yeah. I mean, I know you got to have story building, got to have character development, and all this stuff. And I get it. We haven't seen. Well, I'm in episode 5 now. I haven't seen his girl in a while, but maybe everything wraps up in the last episode, and but maybe in the next series, hopefully there will be another Moon Knight series. Um, then it'll be more less about establishing who he is and what his problems are, and more about, okay, this is the situation now. This is what's happening. It's we all know who Moon Knight is and all that, so we just move forward with the plot and story and action and more drama and stuff like that. So, but that's my only problem.
It's still up in the air as to whether or not we get a second season, but
Mm.
we got to, man. We got to. I feel like we have to.
I think we have to. I think the only holdup would be money. I mean, either getting Oscar to come back, or getting Disney to finance the show, and that will come down to, I guess, to viewership of this first series. That's what it's all about, right? We make any money? Let's make another one. you know, so
Now,
if you,
seeing what seeing what J- seeing what Janet said there, she's like my wife, where I definitely have to watch the movie once before I watch it with my wife, so that I can be prepared to
yeah, it's good to have a
answer all the
person
questions.
nearby who can understand. Well, this is because of that, and that's who that person is, and
Yeah. And
so.
there's a lot to it, which is why it's so fun, is because there is a lot to it, and there's things to figure out and be curious about.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I look forward to wrapping that up.
So we went to Doctor Strange late. It was a late show. We went to 10 p.m. So I get out of there about midnight. We sit it up and chat about the movie, and then I get home and I start working on my video because I know I got to get up early because I wanted to hit Garage Con at 8 a.m. and meet up with Beckerman.
Garage Con.
Um, Yes, there's a Garage Con here, which sounds super cool, and I'm bummed that I missed it.
Damn.
But I had to get this video. I had to get this video out this morning, and I wasn't done editing it, so I had to miss Garage Con to finish to get that done. But I was able to hit the first shop at 9 a.m. at Pop Culture Comics in Overland Park, Kansas. I was able to hit that up, and Beckerman gets there, and I shoot it with him a little bit. He grabs some comic books and grabs that statue, and
Hmm.
was able to get out of there before I was. But so when I leave, the doorman, who's a great guy, is like, "Hey, I got something for you," and hands me Kingdom Come, a trade paperback. We got Alex Ross and Mark Wade working on this one. I am not familiar with this one, but Beckerman tells me it's dope. Legion of Comics, Mark over at Legion of Comics says it's dope, and that is more than enough to convince me. So looking forward to getting this in my brain. And shout out to my homie Beckerman, man. Thanks for hooking me up with that. I can't wait to read it. And I love Alex Ross, man. You probably can't see that cover too
Oh
well, but
well,
Alex
you're
Ross
in
is
you're in
great.
for a treat, sir. They are correct on that. It's like a good story,
I'm
and
excited.
his art throughout. Not just like we used to see him just on covers, right? This is like his art throughout the whole book. It's pretty awesome.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. I can't wait to read it. And yeah, that's one of the first things that really blew my mind and made me be able to see how comic books are now was the series Marvels back in the 90s. There was 4 issues of it, and then there
Mm-hmm.
was a zero actually, so there was 5. But Alex Ross and the art on in his art on every page in that book. I remember just reading that as a teenager and just being like just completely blown away by that book and his art. So yeah, I'm excited to jump in on that one. Um, my main shop had some variant cover boxes, a bunch of them in there for half off. So whatever the variant cover price was, it was half off, and I was able to find a couple of variant covers that I wanted to get in there. Trying to find, here it is. All right. So the first one is Seven Secrets. There's going to be a theme here on Seven Secrets. There's like a bunch of back issues. A
Seven
bunch of
Secrets.
back issues of Seven Secrets.
What number is
because
that?
I love this book. This one is a variant cover. I think it's a 1 in 10, or yeah, it's a 1 in 10, number 12. Miguel, I'm pretty sure that's Miguel Mercado on the art. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I love this cover. I actually already have this book, but it was in the book. It was in the box listed at $10. It was 50% off, so it was a $5 book. I
Oh, yeah.
couldn't resist it, so
You can't
I
turn that down.
snatched that bad boy up. The
I,
other book I picked up out of the incentives box is going to be, and I can't remember who did this. I need to look it up because I remember this guy. Oh, it almost came to me. Dang it.
I know,
So,
I
but yeah,
know. I'm
Batman
on the tip of my
120.
tongue. I love that cover too,
Batman
man.
120.
I love that
Yeah,
cover.
he has a few. He's had a few of these covers that he's done for Batman, and I just like the colors and the style on it.
Uh
So
huh.
this one was in the box. This one was in the box listed for $20, 50% off. So I was able to get it for $10. I posted this one on Instagram, and Geek Out with Roscoe hit me up and he was like, "Man, my shop had that for $40. How much did you pay for that?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, $20 half off. I got it for 10." He was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So
That was a deal.
you always like to feel like you got a deal, yeah.
You
So that
did.
was fun. What up,
Believe me.
Scotty Vaughn?
What's up? My youngest son
Good to
checks
see you,
in.
brother.
What's up, Scotty? Happy
Here we
FCBD.
go. Here we go with Beckerman. He's dropping. He hasn't dropped any names yet, but he's dropping stories here.
Was
He was at
20.
the 25th. Yeah, in Chicago. My man has got just a wealth of information, a wealth of stories. He's my comic book sensei, really. Love listening to him tell me about his long life in this game, and he makes me jealous. I wish I would have never left this game, man. I really do. It's so
Oh,
awesome.
you're back. That's the important thing, man.
I'm
We
back.
have periods of our lives where we go away from things, but we always come back to stuff that we love, you know?
Yeah, I get to live vicariously through him though, so it's fun.
Yes.
And one of the cool things, he was working at Planet Comic Con, and because I was over talking to Beckerman, I got to interact with Bill Morrison, who was involved with Simpsons and the comics and Futurama, and who is a really, really, really cool guy. And I got to have multiple interactions with this famous celebrity because of my association with Beckerman. So Beckerman's super cool. He'll name drop you all day, and it's fun to listen to, man.
Yeah, he's talking Alex Ross and Mark. I know Alex Ross is a Chicago guy. He lives in the Chicago suburbs. And Mark Waid is always in Chicago for some reason. I mean, maybe he lives there too. But yeah, those two big names you can always find around the Windy City area comic scene.
So I was digging in my shop and I saw that he still had a number one issue of Boom. There it is, Seven
Oh,
Secrets.
yes.
So because yeah, I've been stacking number ones of this because I've been kind of specking on. I'm not I'm not banking on it. If I see cover price or lower copy of Seven Secrets number one, I'm going to pick it up.
Oh,
So I went
cover
ahead and grabbed
price.
that. Um,
Cover price, I get them all day.
and then this is a third printing of the number one, and I didn't have this cover, so for that reason, I went ahead and snagged this one up.
Nice.
Added that one to the list. And another Seven Secrets. I had all of the B covers except for like a few. So that was part of what I picked up as well. I didn't have the B cover for 12, Seven Secrets 12, so I added that one.
Very nice.
And then I didn't have the B cover for 15. Didn't have the B cover for 15, so I added that one. So I love the series and I wanted to have the A's and the B's for everything. And so that
Oh,
completes it out for me.
job well
I
done.
also I grabbed
Another copy.
another copy of Twig, and the reason why is because I got all of the copies that I bought on New Comic Book Day. I got them signed by Scotty Young and Kyle Strom at an event at a charity at one of the shops here, and I didn't want to crack any of those out and read it, so I had to get me a reader copy.
Got a reader
So
copy.
finally,
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
excited to jump in.
I got there like 3 copies of that A cover coming in at some point. Hopefully in my next maybe not this month, but next month. Of a Twig number one.
So that
Is it?
and so what?
Oh, you said Twig is sold out?
AW coming.
Oh, Oh, okay. I know exactly where that shop. If I know the guys at the start at that shop, yeah. All Year Comics in Skokie, yeah. They're they used to always have signings. I got like what is the guy that did oh god, it's always all kinds of signings there. But yeah, All Year Comics in Skokie is I think they're spreading to like they're spreading the All Year universe to the East Coast now, so they're gonna be moving out there as well. Howard Chaykin. This was
Yes.
Howard Chaykin. I had a Howard Chaykin Black Kiss book signed there at one point. So yeah, they have a lot of artists come through and a lot of writers come through to sign stuff.
Chaykin is cool. I hear good things about him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Scotty. I met Scotty Young twice in like less than a month because he was at Planet Comic Con, and then I saw him again New Comic Book Day this week. So
Well,
yeah,
Scotty's local to you
I
too, right?
love.
Scotty's
Yeah,
a Kansas guy.
he lives in the rich folks area around here where all the athletes and whatnot live. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah. Art Balthazar. Yeah, Art Balthazar and Franco. Absolutely. Art Balthazar, one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. I mean, you can't get along with Art Balthazar. I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, he's just like such a great dude. You know. Yeah.
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
So Beckerman's in the chat, man. My homie. After we left there, well, he left the shop first, and then I left my shop, and I headed over to his shop in Lee Summit. And I get in there and I sit down and I chat with him for a bit, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't have much of a back issues here."
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so I get up and I go jump in the bin, and he's right. They didn't have much in the back issues, but man, I found some stuff that I really was happy to find in this. So it was a limited back bins, but I found some exciting stuff in there. The first thing I found was I have the Crew issues 1 and 2, but I didn't have anything else. And I found all of them in these back bins. So I was able to get the Crew number 2, number 3, number 4, and these were all for $3. And this book right here is a $25 book on Key Collector because it's the origin story of Isaiah Bradley, who I think it's Isaiah Bradley, right? I'm sure Beckerman will
From the
correct me if
truth,
I'm
right?
wrong.
From the Captain America experiment thing.
Yeah. Now he's not the one in. It's Josiah. It's not Hosea. It's Josiah
His
Bradley. Josiah
son.
X. Yeah, it's his son. It's
Okay.
not Isaiah. It's his son.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the
Or his
origin
grandson. I
story, and
forget
this is
which.
a dope cover. I liked it,
Yeah.
but I wanted to finish the story. Yeah, I wanted to finish story. So this is listed as 20, but they had it for $3 in that bin, and then I was able to finish out the series here with 6 and 7. And so I'm excited to have the full run on that and actually read the full run. So really worked out. I'm glad I made the trip out to Beckerman's shop. Shout out to Beckerman for pushing me that direction because it worked out. And then the last thing, I actually found this book recently at Half Price Books for $2, and I was super excited. I found it this week, and I was really, really excited to find it. Um, but I found it again at Beckerman's shop, which was New Avengers Annual
That's
#1,
the
which is
wedding
the difference
issue.
of this book is
Yeah.
the wedding of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And I'm a fan of both of them. And I am born of an interracial relationship. My father's black, my mom is white. So I kind of like that part of it as well. So excited to add a second copy of this one to my
Mm-hmm.
list. And yeah, that is my haul for New Comic Book Day. I'm
That's
finally done.
quite a haul, man. Yeah, I love that issue. It is so undervalued to me. I think it's the wedding of two really cool superheroes. This is like this is almost like in the dollar bin,
I
right?
don't think it's you say that, but I don't think that wedding issues really are, movers and shakers like that. People don't
Uh,
really care.
well, I remember that
I mean, even like
the Spider-Man
Spider-Man
Mary
and
Jane issue you're thinking of. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
I
now
don't think that's a hot book.
it's not hot, but it's worth more than it was back then. I mean, it takes a while for them to gain value. I think. Right? I bet that book is probably at least a $20 book. That you won't find that book in the dollar bin unless it's probably damaged or something.
Yeah, but for the age of it, though. Oh, that cover, that is a nice cover, actually. I
Yeah,
bet that is a nice
I think
book.
it's the J.R. Senior cover too. J.R. John Romita Senior.
Yeah, as soon as I see the cover, I go, yeah, that is a classic cover. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that probably is expensive. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Scotty got some deals
I'm
too.
glad to have it.
Infinity Watch number deal. Yeah, that's what the Adam Warlock thing. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can get those. I got a bunch of. I wish I had got more. I got some Infinity Wars number ones, the Infinity Gauntlet number ones. The first, not the first, is that the first appearance of thing. No, not that, but it's definitely the first of that issue. And they were like in the dollar bin. I got like about 5 or 6 of those, and they were buck, and they were all in mint condition. And then it blew up with the movies, and I ended up selling those and making some money on those. So that was like one of those dollar bin bonanzas that sometimes you get. Like with the Crew, I remember the Crew. I remember that series, and you found a $25 book in that run, right?
For
For
$3.
$3,
Yeah,
yeah,
so I got a nice little stick.
yeah. Those are the finds that make everything worthwhile, you know. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
all the times I dug and didn't find anything, it worked out. Yeah.
Oh, good point, Beckerman. Yeah, they're reading Sue. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Cyclops and Jean Grey. But I think there's probably an absurd amount of copies of that book, which is part of why it's probably not worth much.
Yeah, but it's still a little bit newer than the Reed and Sue thing too. But I think the more there's so damn many X books, and I guess, but it depends on what the X universe does. I guess in the upcoming MCU, they're going to be blended in pretty soon. So, and he's accurate. Of course, Beckerman knows exactly what she said. Fairly Annual number 3. Yeah.
Of course, Beckerman does. Beckerman knows his recall. I was talking to him today, and it's like him, Beckerman, and then Mark over at Legion Comics. They have this long knowledge and history and closeness with comic books that they're able to recall things pretty impressively, and I'm jealous of it.
I love that.
I have the memory of a fish, so
Tell me about it. And I'm old, so mine's even worse. Like, oh yeah, that issue. Remember that issue?
It's all downhill from here.
With that guy who, in that time when it happened, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Just about to fail after a while.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, but we got guys like Beckman that can just check us out.
Extremely happy with the haul. Really excited about the half price incentive books. Yeah, I made out like a bandit today. I feel like I really did, and I got to kick it with Beckerman, which is always fun. So
that's what it's all about, man. That's the fun part. That's why this is one of the days I look forward to in the whole comics collecting world, because it's just free books. You can it's just so much fun to just sit down and read them. I've read a couple of them already. I didn't get all the ones that I wanted, but still, hey, it's I got a bunch of good ones, and they're free. Did I mention that they're free? So you can't complain about that kind of stuff, man. And they have that stuff on sale.
And I love seeing the kids in the shop and stuff. Like, we got to build this next generation. I do worry about the future of comic books. I do think it's a precarious future. And I don't want to lose it. Like, I feel the same way Stan Lee felt about comic books. It's like boobs. I want to hold it in my hand. It's nice. It's nice on a page, but I want to hold it in my hand. And I want to hold on to that for as long as we can as we dive into this digital age.
Yeah. I don't know if the digital books will ever replace, I hope not, the physical books. But there's a convenience to them, and there's a advantage to being able to read them ahead of time and not have to worry about the lateness of shipping and all that stuff. But then there's just
and
the nostalgia of holding it in your hands.
Yeah, the thing about collecting floppies is it's really not sustainable if you're reading a lot of titles, right? If you're the kind of person who's picking up like 4 or 5 titles a month, then
I'm
okay.
starting to realize
But
that.
if you're like us and you can't even begin to keep to a 10 book limit each week,
Yes.
then that's an absurd pace that is not exactly sustainable. So that is a big problem, I think, in this thing going forward. Like all of us who jumped in last year,
Hmm.
I think a lot of us are running into this. Okay, now what happens as I extrapolate this into next year and the third year? I'm going to have to get a storage unit. These things are going to come into play.
Yeah.
Do you have a storage unit?
What's that?
Do you have a storage unit, or do you have it all? Do you have it all at home?
This is it. This is the honeycomb hideout right here, where I am right now. The comic cave.
Yeah.
This is where I store everything. It's also I
So
keep
yeah,
all the comics, and there's a lawnmower down there somewhere, and it's kind of like a combination of stuff back here, you know. So once this fills up,
Beckerman. Yeah, Beckerman's has a storage unit because he's been collecting for a very long
oh,
time.
Beckerman has to.
He, but but he's at a level. He's at a high level. I think that he definitely doesn't collect at the pace that we collect because he's been there, done that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's yeah.
Scotty Vaughn.
You know,
Yeah,
this that's
Vaughn.
a that's a great thing that you did,
You get to
Scotty.
the point.
That's a great
Yeah,
thing.
you get
Getting
to
the
the
kid his
point.
first book. That's awesome. Like take him to his first ball game. You know that's or taking him or her to their first game or whatever. That's great because you're getting somebody who is maybe okay. There's a lot of things that are competing for their attention. There's video games and TV and all this stuff. Man, and good on you for doing that, man.
Yeah, Scotty talks about you getting to the point where you have to sell, but the thing is, like, how do you sell? Like, it's difficult to sell in a way that's economical because, if you sell on Whatnot, they're going to take a good you're losing a good chunk of your profits through fees and whatnot.
Yes.
And if you do it through eBay, it's the same thing. The best way to do it is to do claim sales on Instagram or YouTube if you have the audience to do that. But even then, you're going to run into issues with people not paying and all these things. So you do run into the point where you want to sell, but like there's not really an economical, easy way to do that. Because I have some slabs that I want to get rid of, and I'm like, do I want to pay eBay fees? You know,
Yeah.
it's a problem.
eBay fees have gone up too. They used to take like I think 10%, and then I think PayPal would take like maybe 2.5%, something like that. Then they squeeze PayPal out, so now eBay is taking the whole 13%. We just gonna take that whole 13% off the top.
Yeah.
You know, it's like damn.
Why not, right?
I mean, they have
It pays to be the king.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they have the platform with the most customers on there, so you can't complain. But damn, that's a big chunk. Well, there's almost no other way unless you do it at a show, or you do it through the networking of people that like on Instagram and through cons and stuff like that. That way, it's exchanged under the table. When you give me the money, I'll give you the book. That kind of thing. Which is the best way to do it. That way,
It's the
nobody
best way to
cut.
do it.
Yeah, that's absolutely the best way. But otherwise, you got to pay what I call the pimp fee. But you got to pay that a certain percentage. You got to go through that third party. They got to they to get their cut. When you do it through an auction house or eBay or whatnot now, and whatnot. What's the deal with the 10-second, 15-second? What's the advantage of the short auction? I mean, who gets an advantage on that? Is it the seller, the buyer? Who gets? I don't understand what they talk about. Oh, we have some sales are like 15 seconds long. Like, okay, I can barely get my cursor, in the thing in 15 seconds. Let alone my slow typing ass can't put in like my maximum bid. In the time that it takes for this auction to end. So, have you encountered those kind of things?
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten on Whatnot a little. I think that the reason for the short time is that you really can't snipe when it's like that. Like a
Oh,
lot, like on eBay, when you're doing the auction and somebody bids, it resets the timer, and you can really snipe when people do that. But on Whatnot, there's no resetting of the timer. That bad boy just keeps going. So if you lock in that price right at the end and it's a low price, you can get some real steals there.
Now, see,
So I haven't had a lot of experience with it though.
I have mastered the art of the snipe over my time on eBay. You know, sometimes you snipe, sometimes you get sniped. You know, that's just the way it is. You know, it's the game. You know,
That's the game.
I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. You know, I mean, okay, respect. You beat me on that one. You know, next time I'm going to get your ass. You know, so that's the fun part. I've got some really good deals on that kind of a thing. You know, like, no, you're taking my book. You know, but it's a fair fight. You know, whoever the best person wins. You know, so I kind of like the whole
see.
sniping part.
That's a trap though when you get competitive about it. That's the
Yeah.
trap.
Well, the sniping is better for the buyers. Right now, I prefer selling on eBay if I'm going to sell on eBay as a buy it now because I put so many books up for like a decent price, like $1 starting price, and then like sitting by just hoping that please somebody bids on this book. You know, I've got some books just slip by for next to nothing, because of the auction thing. So I don't know, maybe that's an advantage.
That's cool as hell, Beckerman. Beckerman gave a kid the first Echo, and I choose to believe that the kid still has it and he cherishes it as one of his most prized books. I'm going to choose to believe in that reality in this multiverse.
I bet they did, especially if they realize the value of it too, because kids have a different set of values for things that I've seen kids handling at the store today, like handling books like a butcher. Like, oh my god, kid, careful with that. It's only in PG fine now. What'd you do to that?
But I remember when I was a kid, I played some youth soccer, and I ended up winning this soccer ball signed by everybody on this professional soccer team in like fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have this ball that is signed by all these soccer players. You'd think I would like cherish that and put it up, and keep it pristine. But no, I played soccer with that ball. So,
played ball with it.
Case in point.
You actually played ball with it. Oh god, you just don't appreciate the value of it. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, value is in the eye of the beholder. And to fourth grade Marcus, it was way more valuable on the soccer field or in the grass than it was sitting up on something.
Yes,
it was way more valuable.
Yeah. I got this Babe Ruth signed baseball. It's gonna go out and play catch with it in the mud.
Just like Sandlot. Hell yeah!
Oh my god!
That's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Well, as long as you had fun, that's the important thing.
That's right. Wonder where that ball is and some.
You know where it's at now? It's like probably
junkyard. Oh yeah, that thing's long gone.
The air deflated all of it long ago.
I played football in college, and I actually won 2 college championship rings. And I mean, it's just small level college, right? Not a big deal.
No way.
But I got 2 rings, and I have no idea where those rings are. I never wore them. I never really cared about them. I don't know where they are.
Really? Wow. I mean, well, you were probably a running back or defensive back, right?
I played 2 years before I quit. I didn't quit. I just realized I couldn't afford to go to the school I was going to. But now my first year in college, I was a linebacker, and then I converted to receiver.
Okay.
But I was a freshman and sophomore, so I played mostly special teams.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, special teams. Just get out there. If you're gonna kick the ball at you, you're gonna run at full speed across the field into the other guys.
You're either running into a brick wall or you're trying to be a brick wall.
Yes. You're running into a brick wall or you are the brick wall. Yes. Either way, there's going to be impact at some point. Yeah. Okay.
Good times.
Good times, I tell you, man. Well, at least you got out and you didn't get any kind of CTE, that kind of thing. So that's a good thing. Thank God for that.
Thank God, yeah.
Man.
That stuff's real. I definitely did some damage. I'll tell you that much.
To others or to yourself?
To both. I remember multiple situations where like like playing defense or something, and you come up and you just see what the job that you have to do, and you're like, I don't want to do this job, and then you just do it anyway, right? You just throw your body into it and do it. But like, I remember we played in state. My senior year, we played at the state game, and we played this team liberal with that had this guy who was going to Michigan, and he was going there to be a defensive back, but he was 6'5" and ran like a 4.4,
Damn.
4.5 40, and like continually making the decision to tackle him was difficult. It was not easy decision to make.
Well, he was a
I don't
DB,
miss
so
that.
you were playing receiver?
No, and he ended up playing DB in college at
Okay.
D1, but in high school, you play both ways. He played both ways. I played both ways.
Ooh.
So you're matching up on both sides. But yeah, so I'm playing defense against him, and he's the running back, and I'm a linebacker, and you got to fill that hole, and you just like you do it because you look like a chump if you don't. But it's
It's a
it's a
guy headed
decision
to
you have to make every time.
he's headed to a Division I
So I
school.
definitely have done.
Whew.
Yeah, I definitely did some damage making that decision to make that tackle when it didn't feel like the smart decision.
They say like a career decision. They say like,
Yeah.
should I? How should I? Should I just Olay this tackle here, or should I just lean into it my shoulder and my helmet? I don't think so.
Wow. I miss it though. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. I tell you, glory days.
Yeah. Long gone.
Man. Well, I guess that's all we got comic wise, man. I can tell you about my old high school baseball days if you want to hear about that. As I rode the bench. That's all I got.
That was me in basketball.
Oh my God!
Oh, you scared the shit out of me. Why are you sneaking up on me?
Is it Dracula?
Very cool. My wife just snuck up on me. Just show me something she bought. I'm like, whoa. But before we head out, 2 shout outs first. Alternative Cine shop down below. The link's down below. Go check out Lorenzo's comic books. He has very awesome comic books. You got to respect an artist and a writer when he does both the writing and the art in the book. And that's what you got with my comic book dad, Lorenzo, here. So check out his shop. He's got some dope shirts, Bunny Assassin shirt. I love the shirt that I got. I rock it all the time. Super cool. Definitely click the link and check it out and buy it if you like it. And then also the Comic Book Community Award nominations are still open and running. If you watch comic book content on YouTube, if you want to show love to the people creating content for you, like my comic book dad, Lorenzo, who's oh so smooth with his reviews and these unboxings that he does. He was definitely my pick in his category for reviews because that's my favorite thing that he does. But definitely show some love to the people making content that you enjoy. cbcawards.org. Get over there, nominate your favorites, and definitely get our favorite Lorenzo Ross indie comics and reviews in there. All right, spill over.
Bless you, son. Be sure to check out my two sons' channels. Circumstances have the channel where he does awesome things with editing. He's just a savant as far as that goes. And my other son, Scotty Vaughn, he has a very different channel, but it's very awesome as well. So both my sons are doing well, and I'm very proud of them. These guys are doing great content, comic book content.
The cool thing about Scotty Vaughn's channel is that he's not cookie cutter at all. A lot of people are doing the same sorts of things, and he's trying to do different things and give you different styles. So definitely give him a look. You might be doing something that you're interested in.
Absolutely. All right, folks. It was a great free comic book day for us. I hope you all had the same experience. All right, Circum, thanks for joining me. Everybody out there who
always
stopped by, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everybody watching the replay. And hey, much love to you. Much love to you, Scotty. Much love to everybody out there. You guys are awesome. I will see y'all next week. Take care.
Peace, comic book fam.
Right.